gonna, had you made that extra field goal that you would have broken tonight?
Yeah, coach said something about it after the game. So.
But they didn't like know during the game to like maybe put you in a position to go back in to get that extra field goal?
I mean, no, we were just trying to win a game.
How big was the basket for you tonight?
It was pretty big. Yeah, pretty big.
You think that's a result? You said you've been watching video, working on your shot. You think that's a
definitely.
result of what you've been working on? Or?
Yeah, definitely.
Devonte, can you talk about how much Lagerald has improved since last season?
Tremendously. This offseason, you know, he put in a lot of work. Everybody could see it coming. I mean, I remember talking about it during the summer about him being one of the biggest keys to our team. And he's been working on his game, his jump shot, and he's really explosive so he can get to the basket and finish around the rim. So, yeah.
Frank, is this the fastest you guys have played since you've been in Kansas?
I believe so. Got a lot of guards out there that can get up and down the floor. Bigs run the floor pretty good, so I would say so.
Coach has continually pushed you guys to play faster. Is he still doing that, or is this about the level he thinks?
Yeah, coach still thinks we could play a lot faster. We think we could play a lot faster too. So we just got to find ways, you know, to pitch the ball ahead and get up the floor a little bit faster.
Lagerald, how do you think you played tonight compared to other games in your career?
I mean, I think I played all right. I could have rebounded more, but.
Were you pretty? How'd you feel about your second start?
Felt pretty comfortable.
Devonte, did you know about the record that he might have got?
No, not after the game.
All right, guys, let's break it out.
Feeling it that well tonight?
Just a little. Not really with the shooting, but I definitely feel like I was gonna have a good game.
Did you realize after the first half you already tied your career high in points?
Yeah, coach said something to me about it, but I didn't really just let it get to me, so I just kept moving on.
Then you got it out of the way with a layup in the second half on KU's first possession. Was that kind of you just wanted to get the high out of the way and then just spend the rest of the game on extra stuff?
I wasn't really focusing on. I just wanted to win the game. Just running the court. Frank passed me the ball. So.
Are you surprising yourself at all with how well you've played in your two starts?
Yeah, definitely. The team been hyping me up, and just looking forward to play better games in the future.
Talk about the confidence and what it feels like when you're just hitting things left and right like that. I mean, does it feel like a really big bucket? And talk about that.
It feels pretty good, especially not shooting the ball well, starting off, and then coming back a couple games ago and shooting the ball well. So it definitely feels great.
What's the? I know I've asked you this before. I think you started off 1 for 12, and then now here you are. Is it just mechanics? Is it just little things? I mean, is it just missing shots?
Yeah, it's definitely the little things. When I first was shooting the ball earlier this season, I was kind of like fading back, but then I watched the film and I noticed the little mental thing, so I just started going straight up and down.
When it leaves your hand, does it feel good?
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty good, the first 30 minutes of the game, and I think we can take, the bigs rebounding the ball a little bit better, scoring a lot more inside the paint, and executing better on the offensive end.
You guys have played all over the U.S. so far this country. How good is it to be back at home?
It's great. We traveled a lot the early part, of the first few games, and it was great for us. But I think it's good, to come back home and play a few games and just enjoy the crowd and enjoy this atmosphere.
How much does it have you guys pumped up tonight?
A lot. It's always a lot of energy in this building. We love it, and we love the fans, and we love playing here.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Carlton start to get it going.
Yeah, I still think he can play a lot better, and he thinks that too. You know, we just had to get him some easier looks at the basket. Just make him run in transition. Hopefully, pitch the ball ahead to where he can finish. You know, it's good to see him get out there and be a little comfortable and play okay.